Great new day to all my self-care family and friends. Welcome to the Self-Care Club's Room to Breathe. For those of you who are new here, my name is Shantae, but I'm better known on social media as Life Coach 614, and I am a Master Certified Self-Care and Boundaries Life Coach. Our mission here at the Self-Care Club is to provide a supportive space for individuals to embrace their healing journeys. We aim to empower our members to turn their struggles into strength through motivational content, community support, and personalized coaching. Our goal is to inspire a culture of self-care and well-being, guiding one-on-one support. We want to make sure that our community is geared towards a healthier and more balanced lifestyle. So, whether you're tuning in on the radio or you're joining us via the live stream today, I am delighted to have each and every one of you here with us. And if you happen to catch this on the replay, be sure to drop a comment letting us know where you're from. Now, before we dive in, let's go over some basics and set some boundaries for our space. With the support of our admins and moderators in the chat, we are maintaining a peaceful and safe space for sharing, caring, and embracing each other's unique self-care journeys. Your engagement in the conversation, tapping the screen, and sharing the live helps us immensely. And remember, every gift and membership contribution during the live stream directly supports the Self-Care Club LLC, creating a wave of positive change. Your generosity truly drives our mission forward. If you are seeking any additional information about the Self-Care Club, I encourage you to head over to selfcareclub.org for more details. Now, together, let's commit to making this community a beacon of positivity and support for everyone. If you are ready to embark on a new self-care adventure, please flood the chat with some green hearts for me. Thank you. Thank you guys for the gifts. Soul Food Dad, I see you. Chemo Sweets, welcome in. Thank you. Ambrosia, thank you so much. I see you. All right, so we are still in our Revive in 45-day challenge. And this challenge is a transformation over the next, 45 days spanning throughout July and August. It is about turning your struggles into strength and empowering us to heal, right? To continue to grow through the things that we're going through in life. And so each day I have, created different activities or topics for us to boost our self-awareness and to help to arm us against, life in general, right? It's to give us some additional tools in our toolbox in order to tackle life's obstacles. The goal of this is to nurture a mindset that is not just resilient, but downright unstoppable, right? We don't want to be just resilient. We don't want to keep rolling with the punches. We want to rise above them, right? And so by the end of this transformation journey that we are on, my goal is for us to emerge stronger, more capable, and ready to take on whatever life throws our way. So our topic for today, or our quote of the day, is "The grass is always greener where you water it." Add that to the chat for me. The grass is always greener where you water it. And so, they say that, that people always say the grass is greener on the other side, right? Our whole life, we've grown up hearing people say the grass is greener on the other side, right? But I say screw that, right? The grass is greener where you water it. The grass is greener where you nurture it, right? When you show up to do the work, guess what? It's the same in our lives, right? Our dreams are, thank you, oh my gosh, thank you. Our dreams are the same way, you guys. Our happiness, our joy, our passions are the same way. We thrive more when we nurture it, when we water it, right? So when I think of, you know, I love my plants. Like, it's no secret, y'all. Like, I be a green girl. I love my plants. I love nurturing them, watching them grow, seeing them thrive. I feel some sort of way when they don't. I had to start looking at people as the same way, right? Because we need to be nurtured, we need to be watered, we need sun. And so we are also the green grass growing. And so when I think about how to then cultivate, more happiness, more joy, things like that in order for me to thrive, I always think about affirmations. Grandma Whipple, welcome in. So let's talk about affirmations, right? Those little phrases that we tell ourselves are super cheesy. We walk around here sarcastically saying, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy, right? We've all heard these affirmations before. Some of us have even rolled our eyes while saying them, right? But here's the thing. Those affirmations, they're like the sunshine for our internal grass, right? They warm us up, they light us up, and they give us the energy to grow. But we know that sunshine is not enough, right? We need water. And in our lives, water is the action. So the affirmations, like I said, the affirmations is like the sunshine. And yeah, we need light, right? The light represents that positive in our life. That's where the affirmations comes in, shifting our mindset. But we also need water, because if we sit out in the sun too long, we're going to bake alive, right? So we also need water, and the water is the action. It's about us taking those affirmations and applying them to our life. It's taking the affirmations and backing them up with real, concrete steps. It's not just saying, I am capable, but also proving it to ourselves by tackling a to-do list, making the phone calls, taking the lead, walking by faith, right? It is us putting action to the words. And so, think about it. If you were to stare at a patch of dirt all day long, thinking, I'm going to have the best yard ever, I'm going to have the greenest grass on the block, right? Nothing's going to happen. It's not until you get down and plant the seeds, water it, pull out the weeds, right? It's not until you get your hands dirty do you see any results, right? So here's what I want us all to do. Every single day, let's start with powerful affirmations. Something that speaks to our core. Things like, I am resilient, I am creative, I am enough, right? Whatever resonates with you. I want you guys to write down some affirmations that really, truly speak to who you are and what you believe. Welcome in, Mr. Jackson. Right? So I want you to write it down. I want you to say it out loud. I want you to scream it if you have to. Right? And then I need you to pair your affirmations with actionable tasks. Right? Just one. Something that brings you closer to your goals. And it doesn't have to be huge. Right? It could be something as simple as sending an email, making a healthy meal, or taking 10 minutes out of the day to meditate. Whatever it is, you got to make it count. Rosanna, I see you, beautiful. Right? So, we've got to start affirming ourselves, telling ourselves, I can do this, I can accomplish this, I will do this. And then we got to get out there and we got to do it. Morning, my lovely. So we got to get out there and do it. We can no longer just talk about what we wish to achieve. We got to go achieve it. It's ours for the taking, right? And yeah, sometimes you're going to have setbacks in life, right? It's life. We know that the setbacks are setups for our comebacks, right? That's how we thrive. That's how we get further than we ever imagined. And here's the beautiful, messy part. Life isn't a perfectly manicured lawn. Life is more like a wild garden with blooms and weeds. We got sun, right? We got sunshine, we got rain. Storms will come, right? But we have to embrace the chaos. We have to water the grass. We've got to pull the weeds. And then we get to sit and watch bit by bit how this garden grows, how this yard begins to thrive, or how these flowers begin to bloom, right? And like I said, sometimes you're going to have setbacks. There will be situations when the rain won't come, right? Maybe a few weeds will start to take over. That's okay, because it's part of the process. Every single challenge is a chance for us to learn, to adapt, and to grow even stronger. Thank you for the gift, Tom. Remember, every single thing that drowned you taught you how to swim. Right? Every single thing that over the years made you feel like you couldn't breathe. Right? Those moments when you felt like you didn't have air, you learned and you evolved how to breathe, how to get through it. To date, we have survived 100% of everything that was meant to destroy us. We evolved. We got wiser, we got smarter, we learned lessons along the way. And so, in this journey of life, it's important for us to make sure that we continue to surround ourselves with people who lift us up, right? People who remind you to do your affirmations. People who are encouraging you to take action. When we think about, we said that our affirmations is the sun and our action is the water, right? So then when we think about community, our community is the fertilizer that helps our garden thrive. Our community, the people that we surround ourselves with, those are the people who help us to cultivate a grass that's a little bit greener, right? Flowers that bloom a little bit brighter, because we have that support from the community, which again is like the fertilizer that is helping us to thrive, that is encouraging us to grow, right? And so together, within these communities, we can begin to cultivate these gardens or these lives into something truly amazing, right? Something bigger than our wildest dreams. Yeah, when you plant a seed, you could go out to the store and you can say, I want to grow a particular type of flower, and then they give you a certain seed. You have no idea until that flower blooms what it's going to be. So you think about how tiny these seeds are, right? That's like our faith, the size of a mustard seed. We have no idea what's going to grow. We have no idea if it's going to grow. Some of those seeds are duds. That's why they give you so many, right? You can't go in and say, I want a dozen roses, and they give you 12 seeds. You don't know what those seeds are going to manifest into. Thank you, Mr. Awesome. You don't know what's going to happen until it happens, right? And so you want to make sure that, you do have the faith, but you apply the action to it. Thank you. And so again, it's important for us to not only speak life into ourselves and put action behind the words that we speak. It's equally as important that we speak life over one another and encourage one another to put action into the things that they are saying, and not just talk the talk but walk the walk, right? Because at the end of the day, I want all of us to win, right? I could have taken my self-care journey and I could have just ran with it. I could have focused on me, not cared about anybody else. I could have been the gatekeeper. Been over here happy and healthy and thriving, and then just sit back and watching my friends struggle, watching the people in the community try to navigate, knowing I had a whole tool bag full of tips and tricks to help people get through the things that they're going through. But I could have just kept it all to myself. Get somebody else to do it. Y'all figure it out. I figured it out. Y'all figure it out, right? But no, I said, you know what? I would much rather be surrounded by other people who are also winning, who are also thriving, right? Let me multiply my blessings by helping other people get theirs. So again, that's the mindset that we need to have. And so, again, we have to make sure that we are applying action. We've talked about dead faith, right? Wanting something, trying to manifest something, but not doing the work. Or we get things and then we don't take care of it, right? We don't want to be this entitled, bratty type of generation. We got enough of that in the world. We need to shake things up. We need to shift that. So we need to visualize it. We need to claim it. We need to manifest it, and then we need to go get it. Right? We got to just go get it. And so let me tell you guys a story about a friend of mine. She had this dream of starting her own bakery. And every single day she would tell herself, I am a successful baker. Because I was really big on letting her know, like, yo, you need to do some affirmations. Like, you need to manifest some things. And, she would say things like, I want this bakery. But she was, like, super timid about it, And I'm like, do you, though? Like, do you really? And she's like, yeah, no, I want to have a bakery. And I'm like, I don't feel it. Like, I don't feel the passion behind it. What are you doing to get it? Have you applied for loans? Have you, looked for spaces? Like, what are we doing? Right? And so I had to tell her, you got to begin with affirmations. You know what I mean? You got to start to manifest this. And I need you to truly believe that you're capable of doing this. And I'm like, the cakes is good, honey. The cookies is good. And I really believe in you. And I believe that you have a good thing. But I'm going to need you to believe in you. And I'm going to need you to know what you're capable of. So I would always tell her, like, listen, the easiest way to get this started is to affirm yourself. Speak life over yourself, right? And I'm like, and I guarantee you, if you continue to speak life into yourself, this whole wish that you have is going to manifest into something great. So she started with simple affirmations, and I helped her. And one of the first affirmations that she did was, I am a successful baker. Something so simple, so easy. I am a successful baker. But she didn't stop there, y'all. She started to feel more empowered. So she was able to then begin backing her affirmations up with action, right? Because reminding herself that I am a successful baker, that shined the sun on her. It made her feel warm. It gave her glow. It gave her a new life. So then she started putting action into it, which means she started watering and she started hydrating this. So she's got two things working for her now. She got the sun, she got the water, right? She started backing her affirmations up. She started furthering her education. She took some additional classes, baking classes, also small business owner courses, right? She experimented with different recipes, and then in the course that she was taking, it encouraged her to begin with an online business to start to build her clientele, right? Before she got the brick and mortar, they encouraged her to, just start building your clientele, create a buzz around what you're doing. So she ended up starting her business online. And of course, just like any business owner, we know, first of all, any human being, we know you're going to have some setbacks, right? In her case, you're going to burn some cakes. Right? Some things ain't gonna turn out the way you see it. Some people ain't gonna like what you're doing. Right? There's gonna be some failed batches, right? You're gonna have some missteps. But you've got to keep going, right? And so even on the days where you don't get any orders, You have pop-up shops and nobody pops up. You waste more than you earn, right? You end up giving away more than you earn. And so, she faced setbacks. But she kept going. She was consistent. And the only thing when I asked her, what made you keep going, even though things weren't working out, right? Life was lifing. What made you keep going? And she said the affirmations, the fact that she kept telling herself every day, I am a successful baker. So she said that as she continued to say it, she started adding more and more affirmations into this. But she kept reminding herself, I am capable. I am worthy of this. I deserve this. Right? And so her affirmations and her actions were in sync. She got up every day. She baked the cakes. She made the content. She showed up for the event. You know what I mean? And so slowly but surely, her online business began to flourish. And then one day she met someone who was interested in helping her to fund this, helping her to finance this, giving her an opportunity to have space. And so now, this online business has manifested into somewhere else where she now has space to go. Now, she doesn't have to pull up on people to deliver orders. People pull up on her. And so her bakery flourished. And it's a good thing because, like I said, when I talk to her, it's a complete turnaround because this girl was shy. She was just making cakes for friends and family and, things like that. And it started with someone else seeing something in her that she didn't see by telling her, you're really good at this. You should have a bakery. Someone else planted that seed in her mind, telling her that you're really good at this. You should do this. And then she started saying, I am really good at this. I should do this. Brooke says, does saying affirmations work when saying them for others? An affirmation works best when you do it for yourself. I believe that when you say an affirmation for someone else, it just turns into more of a prayer. Like, I can't set your intentions. Now, I can say affirmations for you, and the blessing that you get from that is if you are also now saying them, and so there is some benefits to it. You do receive it. So, for example, like with little ones, like with Jaylani, my 2-year-old niece, I do affirmations with her, and it is to pour into her some positive vibes, some positive energy, hopefully before the world starts to sabotage her vision of herself, right? Getting, a little black girl to understand that her hair is beautiful, her skin is beautiful, that her body is beautiful, before society tries to tell her otherwise. So there are definitely benefits of speaking life over others, but the biggest part is like it has to be collaborative. Does that make sense, Brooks? Like, the other person that you're affirming needs to also feel it, because I can't want it more than you do, right? And so with the affirmations, yes, telling someone you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are loved, that should just be confirming what they already know, what they already see. Miss E, welcome in. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say they're pointless to do, but you affirming another person should be to help build them up and encourage them to start their affirmations themselves. Welcome in, Blue Wolf. Thank you, love. So again, this story that I told you guys is just a testament to the power of affirmations and actionable tasks, right? Walking by faith and doing the work, right? It shows that success isn't always about waiting for the perfect moment or envying somebody else's green grass. It's about tending to your own garden, no matter how messy it might be. Understanding that, there's still something that can bloom beautifully. And in every single thing, it still blooms from the dirt, right? So everybody's garden is messy. We doing good today, love. How are you? Everybody's garden starts off messy because it forms from the dirt. We literally fertilize our gardens with poo. And from this dirt and from this poo, we are able to grow something so beautiful, something so useful. All it takes is for us to initially plant the seed, right? And so, when we're thinking about these, affirmations and taking care of ourselves, let's not forget about self-compassion, right? On the days when you are feeling overwhelmed, right? When the weeds seem to be too thick to pull, you got to be kind to yourself. We have to remind ourselves that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to sometimes take a step back and reassess our methods, right? Why do these weeds keep growing in my garden? I put a fence up, but something still keeps getting in here, still in my crops. I've got these flowers and I fertilize them, but they're still not blooming as expected. It's okay to sit back and reassess the method. Self-compassion is like giving your garden a little extra TLC. So our affirmations are the sun, our action is the water, our community is the fertilizer. Now that self-love, that self-compassion, that's the little extra TLC. That's where we come and just spend some time admiring the beauty, right? Remember, every single step that we take, every tiny seed that you plant is a part of a bigger journey. We know the grass is greener where you water it, but also where you consistently care for it. You cannot water it today and then 2, 3, 4 weeks later do nothing, right? We have to be consistent with our care. It's not a one-time effort. Neither is our self-care. It is something that has to be continuous, ongoing, and it has to be an intentional practice of affirmations and actions. Best kind of AA you could look for. Affirmation and actions, right? And for those of you who are visual thinkers, right? Imagine this. Your mind is a garden. So every positive affirmation that you say, you plant a seed that has the potential to grow into something beautiful. But just like any garden, it needs care. It needs action. The water helps it to grow. So without action, those seeds won't sprout. And without affirmations, you might not even start planting. So here's to the messy progress, right? We are striving for progress, not perfection. Yeah, we have a vision in mind, but we have to understand that just because we visualize something, it may not turn out that way. But the focus was for us to plant the seed. Optimistic that we were going to get a certain thing. But being remarkably amazed when something different grows. If I plant all red roses in my garden and all of a sudden there's one bush of roses that are white, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to go out there and chop the bush down. I'm going to say, wow. And in all of this, look what stands out. The attention is not going to be all the red roses now. It's going to be the white ones. That's not real. I really want it. That's kind of life throwing me a little lemon there. But instead of being bitter and sour faced about it, I'm gonna make me some lemonade. Right? I'm just gonna bask in the beauty of it. Cause that's life. Right, Shan? That's life. So here's to the messy progress, right? To affirmations and actions, to greener grass right where we stand. Who cares about what's happening on the other side of the street? I don't care about other people's yards. Right? Yeah, a lemon martini. I'm just saying. Gotta turn them lemons into something good. So, again, the greener grass is right where we stand. So let's be sure to take the time to water our grass, to nurture our grass. So that way we can begin to watch ourselves flourish. Because at the end of the day, the grass is always greener where you water it. And in order to pour into you, and in order for you to be the greenest grass on the block, right? You've got to affirm it and you got to take action. You got to water it. So that's what I got for y'all. Short and sweet today. Just remember, we don't care about the grass on the other side. We don't care. They got astroturf. Our grass is real, right? I'm not going to look over at my neighbor's yard and be like, they garden sure look nice. Them flowers fake. The reason why they flowers is, I planted my seed and it's been a couple weeks and I don't really have nothing yet. And they planted a seed and their garden is over there thriving and their flowers is flourishing and beautiful. Their flowers are fake. And it's pressed down in the astroturf. It's not real. And even if it is, it's not mine. Because what's for me is for me. And in my time, just like we know it's not thy will, but the will of God, in my time, in the perfect time for me, my garden is going to bloom. And I'm going to learn a lesson. If I want my garden to be as big and as beautiful as my neighbors, maybe I should ask them, how soon do you plant your seed? Right? Because my neighbor's garden might be flourishing because they get up early in the morning. They get up early in the morning and they do their affirmations. Right? So when I see other people around me winning, I'm not going to be jealous. I'm not going to scrap what I'm doing or, shift my course. I'm going to start asking questions. I see y'all over here winning and I want to win too. What would you recommend? Right? Oh, you said I got to get up early in the morning. I got to get up and I got to start my day with gratitude. You said I need to get up and I need to pray more. I need to get up and I need to go to the gym. Oh, okay. How did you actually achieve your summer body before the summer? Oh, you worked out every day and you watched what you ate? Oh, okay. Well, damn, how did you become a millionaire? Oh, you saved your money? You invested? Interesting. So I'm going to start asking questions. I'm not going to envy what they're doing. And I'm not going to destroy what I'm building. I just want to know where you get your fertilizer from. What store you picked up your seeds at. How often do you water your grass? Does it make a difference if I water it before noon or in the evenings? Or what's the plan? Do you mind sharing your tips? Because I just think that our neighborhood would look a lot better if my garden was thriving too. Because I see everybody else has nice, thriving gardens. And mine is the eyesore right now and I want to fix that. So what tips can you offer? Right? So I'm going to go out and I'm going to ask these questions. I'm not going to be envious and I'm not going to be jealous. I'm going to ask the questions. Because I know that the grass is greener where you water it. And I want to pour into my yard. I want to pour into myself. So that way I can continue to grow through all of the things that I'm going through in life. So, as we wrap up today's session, I invite you guys to please share any questions or reflections that you have from your experience in the live today. Your thoughts are incredibly valuable. And of course, we know that by sharing our insights, um, it helps us to enhance our sessions, ensuring that they meet the needs of our community. Because again, we're all growing here, right? Your feedback helps us to tailor future sessions, to make sure that our sessions are being impactful and supportive on everyone's journey. What resonated the most with you today? Are there any areas from this live session today, that you think went really well for you? Something that you enjoyed? Something more that you would like to see? That's what I have for you guys today. Take that with you as you go out and have the most amazing day to date, right? The grass is always greener where you water it. Prioritize your self-care. Focus on your needs. Love on yourselves, right? Affirmations and action. AA. Affirmations and action. And so I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Thank you for being an active participant and for your commitment to your personal growth. Remember, you are worthy of greatness and you have the power to create the life that you envision. The first step is having a vision. Your presence and your contributions during this live stream have been greatly appreciated. As always, your support directly benefits the Self-Care Club LLC, fostering positive change. Your generosity fuels our mission and is why we're able to keep coming back weekdays to do what we do. So I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If anyone is seeking any additional information about the Self-Care Club, or if you wish to book a personalized one-on-one coaching session, please head over to selfcareclub.org for more details. And for those of you who came in a little late, no worries. You can watch the replay on YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed to our Room to Breathe channel, I encourage you to head over to YouTube, search the @ symbol, and then Life Coach 614. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell for your notifications. That way you'll be notified as soon as the replay is available. You guys can also tap into the additional resources that are out there on YouTube. There are some daily love notes from Coach, which is just a 1 to 2 minute message from me to you to help you start your day on a positive note. Those are posted every day at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do look forward to connecting with each and every one of you again tomorrow during our next live coaching session. Remember, we meet weekdays here at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, for those of you who may have came in a little bit late, if you're able to get here at 9 tomorrow, you'll be able to catch the full stream. But if not, just make sure you head over to YouTube so you can watch the replay. Thank you, Big Dog. Big Dog says we thank you for all you do. Thank you. And thank you guys for being here for me and for you. So I hope you guys have an amazing day on purpose, filled with purpose, all right? Go off and be amazing, amazing people. All right? Bye, guys.